Reflections along the river. Inspired by the fluidity, simplicity, and quiet lessons of nature. The early morning sun peeked through the woven grass walls of the hut, rousing the old monk from sleep. Master Wu drew himself up slowly, bones creaking like ancient timber. He shuffled outside, leaning on his oak staff for balance. The forest was just beginning to wake. A gentle mist clung to the earth. Droplets glistened on branches and leaves as birds tentatively tested their voices. Wu filled his lungs with crisp air scented by pine and cedar. Today was a fine day to walk the winding path down to the river once again. Wu prepared a simple meal of millet porridge to fortify himself for the journey. As he ate, he listened to the growing chorus of birdsong. It was late spring, and many migratory birds had returned to nest. Their joyful notes reminded Wu that even an aged monk could look forward to life's milestones with anticipation. The familiar could always offer new lessons. Staff in hand, Wu set off along the narrow trail. Tree roots and loose stones had grown more treacherous over the years, requiring careful steps. But Wu was never in a hurry. He paused frequently to touch fragrant herbs, running his fingers over their leaves. Sensations blossomed and faded like flowers. At a bend in the trail, Wu came upon a mist-veiled spider web spanning between two pine trunks. The intricate lattice shone with dewdrops, reflecting flecks of light. Wu marveled at its accidental beauty. Though the web's maker hid from view, Wu bowed to honor this anonymous artisan and its ephemeral craft. Further down the winding path, Wu spotted a decaying log covered in oyster mushrooms. The curling brown caps brought fond memories of boyhood forays into the woodlands with his grandmother. She had shown him which wild mushrooms were good to eat, and which brought death. The mushroom sprouting today would nourish others, Wu thought, sending silent blessings as he continued onward. When Wu finally reached the riverbank, he settled with some difficulty onto a flat rock still warm from the morning sun. The flowing water murmured its ceaseless prayer. Water striders skimmed the surface, leaving rippling trails. Wu closed his eyes and listened as chatter of kingfishers merged with the river's soothing drone. The monk's thoughts turned to his old master, Abbot Hui, under whom Wu had trained so long ago. Though stern, the abbot had been fair and generous with his wisdom. When Wu came of age, Hui granted him permission to leave the bustling monastery and dwell as a hermit here amidst nature's beauty. Wu opened his eyes and watched the river waters sparkling past. He recalled the first time he had discovered this tranquil spot while exploring the woods. Moved by the river's quiet power, Wu had resolved to return here each morning and let its wisdom flow through him. The ritual had sustained him ever since. Now into his 7th decade, the rigors of sitting in formal meditation grew more difficult each year. But here beside the flowing river, Wu could enter a meditative state with little effort. The water's fluidity invited release, of tension, of clinging, of self. As Wu gazed and listened, his sense of individual being dissolved gently away. His essence mingled into the surroundings, joining the dance of light and water. Mingled with the river, he glimpsed the truth of impermanence. All passed by in due time. Only the eternal now remained. At last Master Wu heaved himself upright again, groaning as age-stiffened joints protested. He slowly retraced the winding trail back through the awakened forest and shafts of morning light. Nourished by the river's wisdom, Wu knew he could meet whatever the day held with equanimity. That evening Wu reclined in his rustic hut, enjoying the simple meal of stewed vegetables he had prepared. Through the window came the muted roar of water tumbling over distant cliffs. Full darkness soon cloaked the walls. The day's cycle was completed. As he drifted off to sleep each night, Wu often heard his old master's words echoing across the years. Let the waters flow through you. In its emptiness find fullness. The river runs forever. Go now, with my blessing. Sleep gently took the monk into its soothing currents. At dawn Wu rose to greet the new day. He walked again the winding trail, past tender herbs and proud cedars, step after mindful step. The river welcomed him as always. Its light danced in flowing renewal, carrying timeless wisdom. Master Wu settled by the bank and closed his eyes, home once more.